You see, if I were a magician, one thing I would have done is to fast track the number of days in the month so that the month can end quickly. Because everywhere I pass, people are like, money no day, money no day, money just no day. I mean, basically teachers are suffering, nurses are suffering, watches sellers are suffering, opposition for soldiers are suffering, contractors are complaining, and hustlers are equally suffering even the more. So I would have ended the month by now so that the pensioners can access their pensions, whereas the salaryers have something hitting their accounts. But the thing is, the sooner the month ends, the quicker your landlord knocks on your door. So tell me, would you rather I end the month quicker? Granted, I could, so that your money hits your account, or you would prefer the month goes slow so that you can keep landlord away for a while you start. You see now? Nowhere cooler, nowhere cool. But good news is we can get to hang out here on Backpage, your new satirical show on Citi TV with me, Caleb Kudah, where we add some coolness to the news. Welcome to the show. Where do we start from? Maybe the Konomuti, because a 38-man squad committee has been commissioned to go and rescue the city. Shockingly, the man who allegedly arrested the dollar and gave the key to the former IGP was not invited to be part of the city rescue missionaries. This has left many wondering, has the coach lost confidence in his competent whiz kid? Well, after nearly 4 years of economic braggadocio and pontification, the invigilators say, pens down, time up, tie them up. But we don't seem to have answers to the 170 questions Dr. Baumia asked. In fact, many say that answering questions you set for yourself in an exam should be the easiest thing to do. But the city has proven to be too tough to be politicized, and a chief examiner in the family of the elephant says this is not the time to chew the buttocks of your pen. Okay.
Wanted a non-partisan. They would have said non-partisan. What has been formed is non-partisan. Bipartisan, I thought, was to get the two main parties, NDC, NPP, to sit down, back-channel communications, to say, let us stop politicizing the exchange rate. We know better. NDC knows better. We know better that exchange rate is just a symptom of a deeper problem, as if we have a headache. So what we do, we need to transform the economy. But if you do not focus on transforming the economy, the people inside, they are a 40-member committee. Are we serious? In the 4th year of this administration, we don't need ideas.
Most of the things that the committee has outlined that are the reasons for the city's bedridden status against the dollar and other major trading currencies, they have been already, those reasons that have been named by the rescue team, they were stated long time by Taxmaster Tekpe. But Opana said, oh, the fundamentals,
You can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you.
The exchange rate will expose you. Akasanoma baumia tendijimia. Well, I think the revered examiner rounded the number up to like 40 because there are in fact 38 people. But seriously, even before they justify their inclusion, Ms. Mpianim says we should trash the whole way into a bin.
This committee, if it's a public relations stunt, that's fine. If it's eye service, that's fine. But I cannot see them contributing to anything.
Immediately, what should happen then to the committee?
The committee, let's scratch them. Look.
Let's trust them.
Scratch it.
Scrap.
No, let them go and do their work. Let the Minister for Agriculture go and continue with transforming.
So dissolve the committee.
Dissolve it. We don't need it. What is it for? They are going to meet. We spend the little money, some money we don't have, making tea for them. What are they going to do?
Oh, Mr. Bebe, now that hurts. He didn't even say, oh, we should recycle and reuse. He said we should dispose the committee. I mean, before they could come and waste our money drinking tea and flossing their teeth afterwards with our tax city. Mr. A. Oh, you didn't try for us. My God. The man knows his people well, and his people... Now, frankly, there's this man, boys say, oh, Jojo Nipa too much. He's part of the community people. Now, people say he has become a de facto PR consultant for the community. Again, people say that when you come to power, he will jojo you, son, till you call him to the table. We are all part of the thing. We are for top stuff. No, so please, is it true? Are you sure, frankly, he can jojo people? Is it a lie? Well, now, I don't know. But while the city is struggling with light, the Electoral Commission, EC, has vowed to blow $70 million on a mass registration exercise, one that they used only 2 months ago. The machines they used only 2 months ago, they want to change it. It's 70 million people. In fact, put together, the EC hopes to blow $150 million on a new biometric system. Now, the NDC and some friends of theirs, including Bernard Mona, chairman of PNC, funny party, well, they have been walking on streets, and when they get tired, they cool off on the streets, all in protest of the new register.
One after the other, protesters converged on the Abuabu School Park in the Asokore-Mampo municipality. As the crowd moved, the numbers swelled.
Hey, but NDC for if this demonstrator, this one, is also on the voters register here, even if the new machines are made of Bright Simon's nanotechnology and artificial intelligence things, no robot can recognize this voter. I mean, I don't have some crowd. Well, but among the crowd, though, was a tiny mosquito threatening to spread the anti-register virus across the country.
No, the battle is on until the philosophy that holds one race superior and the other one inferior is abolished and done away with. There will continue to be war. So those are the words of Haile Selassie. So we are looking for justice. We are looking for accountability. And until we get that, this war will not stop.
Mosquito is looking for justice indeed, but just when he made those threats, chairman of the party said, look, the thing we are going to stop for some time.
We will suspend our demonstration and wait on the eminent personalities, traditional authorities,
Brilliant one there, Chairman. But some people say that maybe you are suspending this because your money has finished. January's pocket assets has hit the NDC's demo, but I doubt that. Because many reasonable Ghanaians think that the NDC must have made enough money a couple of years ago to keep them going. But what NDC has been doing probably does not annoy the EC as much as the attempts of the NIA boss to pour charcoal dust into their gari.
Second, 94% of those that we have registered to date are 18 years old or will be 18 by voting date. So already we have over 50% of the population that will vote captured. And we have everything that the EC might want to ask of citizens for purposes of voting.
Prof, In fact, I loved Prof's argument. I thought it's a value for money kind of conversation, only for some people to draw my attention to the fact that, hey, Caleb, small so-called instant Ghana card kekekra that they went to register for, they literally went through hell, joining queues at night and sometimes having to pay officials for a fast process. Shit. Prof, you used 3 good years to register only 3 million Ghanaians, and look around how many have their cards. And you are happy, Abby? Something small that EC officials can also make from the election to, you want to Nipenia. Bossman and secretary woman say they don't like that at all. But seriously, let's stay on this a bit. The Let My Vote Count people. There's a guy who's part of them. His name is Abu Ramadan, I think, and he's part of the NADMO bosses. In this country, it has rained and places have got flooded and victims have not been able to get relief items because NADMO tells us that they don't have fuel for some of their vehicles. And some of the relief items get stolen before they get to the people. But this young man is telling us that the amount of money we're going to blow on the EC's new thing, it's not, democracy is expensive. That's what he's saying.
It's cheap. Democracy is very expensive. And for that matter, if we take a decision to go through the democratic route, we will certainly bear a heavy cost on the state. And for that matter, Umaru, the truth of the matter is, how much did it cost the Ghanaian people for us to do limited registration, for us to do cleanup of the register, before the 2016 election? And that's a lot to say. How much did it cost the Ghanaian people? And this, we are talking about the commission is talking about a compilation of a whole new register. Let's compare the figures. We don't want to engage the NDC in figures, because if we want to engage in that debate, we would never find a compromise, because the wastage that had gone on before, the things that when taxpayers needed money, when the Ghanaian people needed money to pay the fees of their children, yet government found it prudent to spend money in branding vehicles.
You can't give relief items in time. You can't do that. But you think that democracy is expensive, we should spend some. You see, so basically, ballot boxes will get to wherever you are. That water and electricity will not get to in 2020. Shout hallelujah. But seriously, the father of one of the kidnapped Takoradi girls is not enthused at all, not the least, about how the court has been adjourning. They adjourn their case, and he's run out of patience. So this week, he decided to show the suspect something small in the court. He physically attacked the suspects.
And before the elections, I tried for Bagana. You will see. Case about you. How many years? What about you want to see? My phone, I know what I say. Answer 9. What's our Abanata, Joe, or Wabba pension? Na Gana Bosom, out of a cell. Sayada Malabentum, Madame Monqua. Would you try them for me? I will do it. Either I will go to Nigeria, wherever I will go, we will deal with the Ghana government. Physical and what special. Sama move for me, let's move me pay.
That is in Porto, Tobias, Portola. You know, we are with you on the delays and things, but as for the Al-Qaeda, no, we beg. Honestly, I'm sad, because the families of the 4 kidnapped girls are so disappointed in our justice system, such that Mr. Bentum now wants to go physical and spiritual. In fact, he has appealed to Ghana Bosom that one and now that Chewa and her Kumawood friends are on hiatus, who will convey this important message to the witches and the wizards? I mean, it's really a hard one to take. But the family will have to keep on keeping on in a lawful manner, because people can manufacture charges and slap on them while the suspects have a good time. Do you get what I mean? So, and observe the process. Keep on keeping on. Now, given the fact that January S Pro has been released, Many customers of MTN say they are happy that the telco giant has seemingly overcome the mermaid and submarine spirits and forces. MTN has thus compensated their customers with an expirable But the people say that to deal with the mood swing of January S Pro, no? Like January, when you have money, it moves fast. When you don't have money, it's slow. To deal with that, no, MTN should convert the data into memo. Not memo, momo. How many of you agree? There are plenty. Now, thing is, for most people, even if MTN sends them 100 Ghana cedi momo, MTN will get it all back because a cowboy said, you know, quick roll and other matters started. But it is well. Keep on keeping on, my friends. Now, guess what? I met this Okada rider B who said, Caleb, please, when next you remove Backpage, meaning the next time you Backpage Backpage, I should play Ofechon for 1 month. Guess who? The special prosecutor. I mean, but why? Why would you? Then he showed me this report that Umar Sanda filed.
First, the lift has been talked about. It's not functioning, so if you're working in this building and you wanted to go to any floor, you'd have to walk and pant and sweat like I'm sweating. There is an issue with air conditioning, and there's a reason.
The song Mom Dear, it's nice, but I didn't get the drift of the Okada rider. So I asked, what is the meaning of this? He said, one job they give you every day, complain. Why? They gave you a hand coup, complain. They gave you uncompleted abandoned building, complain. Now they give you skyscraper, that one to complain. So, special question, Peter. Ovecho. Them say you know what you do, where you do them job. I'm a going on feed, I'm going to feed on a job. I'm facing pain. Ovecho. I'm going to Ovecho. I'm facing pain. Ovecho. I'm going to Ovecho. Look, I can understand the frustrations of the Okada rider. Ghana is hard. But those stealing our money, they have more of our money. So the appointment of the special prosecutor and the expectations of him are really high to retrieve the money for us. But as someone who believes in the special prosecutor, I know that when this government is serious about a policy, they properly provide a nice secretariat, fully furnished. But special prosecutor, they are always setting him up for public adoration. You think about it. And I return from this break and introduce you to a war against indisciplined Hall of Famer, Hajia Walai. Welcome back. This is Backpage on Citi TV. My name is Caleb Kudah. Before I introduce you to Hajia for real, Kola Mona, allow me to tell you about Terminator 1. Because Terminator 1 has promised and delivered.
I'm happy to announce that as we speak, the Eastern Corridor Road, which had been neglected for a very long time, about 6-7 contractors are on it, working on that stretch of road, and it's very important, linking the south to the north, and it has two advantages if we complete that road. If anybody is traveling from Accra, south to the north of our country, if you go by the Central Corridor Road, the Central Corridor Road will take you from Accra through Kumasi, Tamale to Paga. If you go by the Eastern Corridor Road, you shorten the distance by almost 100 kilometers.
Exactly. Look, our honorable minister is not merely a talkative like some of you think. He's not just a show boy. Yeah, he is a show boy, terminator, performer extraordinaire. The next day after his Eastern Corridor Road declaration, work started on portions of the stretch.
Now the contractor has moved to site. and is working. So far, 2 kilometers of the primary seal have been sealed. It's been resealed, and then first seal, and then the other sections which are not motorable, we've made 15 kilometers out of the 25 kilometers motorable. Contractor has been paid some amount, which is not substantial, but he's still on site and working. So if money is made available, the contractor will continue working.
Guys, I was really thrilled by this piece of news because if you've ever used that road, you know it is nothing short of a bone shaker. What I observed is that the construction will be completed on December 17, according to BK Akrame's report, our Volta regional correspondent. Now, if on December 7, which is election day, the opposition's so-called World Bank does not deliver votes for the NPP, which is an unpopular party in that part of the country, then Yamutu, the government terminates, repackages, and relocates the resources elsewhere. I was not done, celebrating this piece of news and thinking about the timelines, only to hear Benjamin Akrama come through with another report that the construction work, which started a day after the minister's declaration, has stalled already. My heart.
On our second visit to the road today, however, the story had changed. No contractors were seen on site, and 2 accidents had already occurred with deaths recorded. The drivers could not hide their frustrations.
We don't know. They just take their instrument and everything away. They say they are not paying them again, so they cannot do anything about the road again. So they left.
They said they were not paying them?
They are not paying them. That is what we hear about them. Yes.
If a car should even pass now, we can have to hold this interview for it to pass before we can even move on. It is not that the contractors are working. They are actually not working. They came to create a death trap. My brother, as you can see, there's just been an accident you witnessed, and there was loss of life.
Look, the dust from the road in the Volta region is choking me in the studio here at Adabraka already. What is this? And already we are told they've recorded some accidents already, like road crashes, and there has been a fatality. But sincerely, guys, who offended the minister? Or perhaps the president? Because remember, he vowed that anyone who
Obia mi road sector, contractor bia bi road sector. Ubekasam na anyanukra na ubedidi omampaniatem. Na nanmani kasra. Me as a sector minister, I will not take this nonsense one bit. Nana say oba mi ho na onu na wakan ya na eye proving na odidi omampaniatem. I will take steps to terminate that contract immediately. I will terminate it. I will repackage it and I will re-award it.
So please, Honorable, I am on my knees. Like I'm on my knees. If anyone has said something against you or your dear boss, and if you are offended, we beg you. You let the money flow for the construction. And when they finish, then you can terminate it. Oh, Charlie. Is that I do? Ghana, yes, I had. Because when we complain about bad roads, we will complain. We will complain, son. Then they'll give us good road. When we have good roads, so indisciplining. Oh, indisciplining. And we will swear we'll lie to the high heavens. It is our normal way of life. Hajia will lie for you.
War against indiscipline campaign as far back as the year 2019. By dint of hard work, she quickly rose through the ranks of undisciplined drivers to win her second medal. Her victory speech was impassioned.
No. Don't say that. No.
Since we started for the past, we've not repeated that.
Don't say that.
Hajia pleaded guilty, but with explanation in court. The judge, inundated with plenty cases of indiscipline, adjourned her case and slapped a bill of 1,000 Ghana cedis and some coins. Hajia wept, begged, and pleaded guilty without explanation. Fast forward, Hajia was apprehended again during the Christmas festivities. This time, she was cautioned. This was what she told journalists.
I brought every catch me the last time?
They saw you on TV.
Hajia's dedication to undisciplined driving paid off, as she was among the first to be arrested in 2020's exercise. She became a 4-time medalist.
I'm just dodging to take the children, please. That place there. But it's not only me. Why did he catch only me? Because cars are passing there plenty. Oh, please.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the 4-time medalist, indisciplined driving champion of all time, Hamda Adiza Haj, a.k.a. Hajia.
I just overpassed the throttle. Wallahi, I just overpassed the throttle.
Hajia, wallahi, you do. Oh, please, if you know Hajia, yeah, link us up. I mean, we only meet in traffic, but there's this project that she and I can do. I mean, one thing I love about Hajia is her can-do spirit. Imagine if, that was channeled towards finding all the missing Bahama Guinea fowls that the secret billionaires talk about. JM dear, and one flying confirm. Like by now, we are creating more jobs, more jobs. And talking about job creation, staff of Citi FM and Citi TV have been walking the streets of Accra, hawking. Yes, pure white, sir. This time, it wasn't your usual pure white, sir, or protein chips. So, yes, atadri. Rather, we were selling the good news of Citi TV now on DSTV channel 363.
Hey, Sergeant Lee. Otashi Otrati. No, eba get comfortable lead.
Obviously, we love what we do and we are really glad to reach more people on the continent. I was at the Tetekwashi interchange and some of the people were doing long things, and I would say, my name is Caleb, could I come and see speed? Immediately they check the thing. Actually, many of you are really, really nice people. Thank you for accepting our stickers. Some of them too accepted our stickers on condition that when we catch them during Y, they will be spared. And I assured them that if I see the sticker of Citi TV on their cars, I will actually beg the police to double their charges because they definitely... I mean, they know better, right? I mean, seriously, when you see us hawking the good news of Citi TV on DSTV with the stickers and all, please take one. Now, it is even free. Be a part of our journey to take over the sub-region a day at a time. Hi, guys. My name is Caleb Kudah, and I'm living my best life today. And if tomorrow finds me, I'll do it even better. It's the best or nothing. Keep watching Citi TV.